When Robert Downey Jr. walked onto the stage at San Diego Comic-Con in a green suit and metal mask, the reaction was immediate. This reveal shifted the trajectory of the entire multiverse saga. Kevin Feige's reasoning leaned on Downey's recent run of critical acclaim, specifically his Academy Award win for Oppenheimer. For Marvel, the chance to cast a performer of this caliber in their most important villain role was too good to pass up. However, this casting creates a massive obstacle. The writers must reconcile Victor Von Doom with the face of the man who defined Tony Stark. The challenge for Avengers Doomsday is establishing a credible, unique antagonist without allowing the character to feel like a repurposed Iron Man. This decision moves the goalposts for the entire script. The character's origin story now has to justify the actor's face while proving that this Victor Von Doom is a distinct, dangerous entity. Two competing priorities are at play: comic purity, maintaining iconic elements like sorcery and Latveria, and MCU narrative fit, anchoring him within multiversal rules and Downey's casting. Success lies in the narrow intersection, recognizable to fans, yet logical for general audiences. To find the most effective path forward, we're evaluating the 5 origin stories in Marvel's history to see which one lands in that center. Establishing a credible threat within a 2-hour runtime requires calculating the most efficient narrative trade-offs. This matrix plots our options, ranking them based on how well they align with the current MCU compared to how much they deviate from the source material. We start at the bottom with origin number 5, multiverse gimmicks like alternate reality swaps. These versions rank low on both axes. They offer shock value, that lack the to enter a major franchise. Slightly higher on the list is origin number 4, the Ultimate Marvel version, Victor Van Dam. This version connects Doom to the Fantastic Four's origins through a shared accident, streamlining the story. While it fits the MCU, it strips away Doom's magical mastery and Latverian sovereignty, tools needed for Secret Wars. Saving screen time through streamlining can be dangerous if it leaves the villain without the specific traits required for the rest of the saga. That brings us to origin number 3, the rumored Tony Stark reincarnation concept. In this scenario, Doom believes he is a reincarnated Tony who belongs in this timeline. This would explain why he looks like Stark, but the trade-off is total. It would turn Victor Von Doom into a footnote in Tony Stark's ongoing arc. At the other extreme is origin number 2, the classic 616 backstory. This requires a massive checklist: his Romani roots, the bargain with Mephisto, and the college rivalry with Reed Richards. While accurate to the page, this requires significant exposition in a movie that also must introduce the Fantastic Four and the X-Men. It also leaves the Stark face problem untouched. The audience would be left waiting for an explanation that may never feel natural. Pacing and logic become significant issues when you try to force perfect comic accuracy into a universe that already has its own established history. That brings us to our top pick, origin number 1, the Incursion Survivor Pivot. This version completely reframes Victor Von Doom as a devoted family man whose entire life and world are destroyed during a catastrophic multiversal incursion. He traces the cause of that catastrophe back to the Avengers time travel heist in Endgame, putting him on a collision course with Steve Rogers. By utilizing the MCU's existing history, this origin builds immediate tension and bypasses the need for an isolated backstory. This swaps Doom's traditional hubris for a motivation rooted in personal tragedy, a shift that makes him a more sympathetic, yet more focused antagonist. This pivot trades traditional comic accuracy for immediate emotional stakes, providing Downey with a role that suits his strengths as a grief-driven actor. The reality is that Marvel cannot deliver 100% accurate lore while trying to integrate a star like Downey into the current saga. Managing expectations for the movie depends on what you value most. If you prioritize the Mephisto bargain and the Richards rivalry, prepare for significant narrative friction. However, if you value cinematic cohesion, expect a version of the Incursion Survivor origin. An origin rooted in the trauma of an incursion forces the Avengers, X-Men, and Fantastic Four into a single, logical conflict. Ultimately, the success of this film depends on whether Doom's threat level can be woven directly into the architecture of the existing universe.